Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video on the PTS. I've uploaded one or two already, depending on when this one actually ends up going out. And like I said, in those videos, I'm trying my best to cover the skins and also the gameplay changes somewhat evenly, and Seris is actually a perfect pick for this because she kind of has both. As for the skin, it's a very similar thing. She has 8 different variations. She's got like a red, kind of purpley one. She's got the yellow, kind of gold one. She's got the green. She's got the blue, which is probably what I'll be running with for game 1. Then she has kind of a darker blue purple. Then she has just a full-on kind of pink purple, the black one, which is also kind of red, and the inverted one, which also changes where the stellar pan is, if you see if I flick between the two of them. But yeah, other than the skin, which I actually haven't seen yet in game myself, she does have a pretty big talent change. Mortal Reach is still keeping that 300% range increase, but instead of giving you extra duration on it, it's increasing the rate at which it heals. So obviously we'll be going for Mortal Reach in our matches, but other than that change, she also got Soul Forged buffed, because this card was originally cooldown reduction. It got changed into being like an increase of the range of where your heal spreads, because as you know, it heals multiple people now. It used to be 4%, now it's 6%. It's a pretty big increase, to be honest. That's a 50% buff to the card, so at max level, it's now a 30% increase to that radius, which is kind of crazy. This is the setup we'll be running with today. Max Soul Forge to try and show it off. Fail 3, obviously, so we can actually escape. Tiny bit of self-heal, tiny bit of reset, and then also a ton of speed when we hit somebody with our stack. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the intro. Like I said at the start, only one of my videos on the PTS has actually gone out at the time of recording this one. I also have Makoa recorded, but I don't know if that's going to go out before or after this. I haven't decided yet. But with the first video covering IO, you guys absolutely demolished it with the support, so thank you for that. It was really nice seeing that video do well, because it was a little bit longer than usual, so maybe I'll do this one a little bit longer as well. I don't know, we'll see. It's kind of unpredictable on the PTS. I'll just queue for everything. Usually you get Siege on this though, because less people queue for TDM and Onslaught, which is fine because it's kind of a better situation for this anyway. Alright, well, for game 1 we've got Siege Ascension Peak. I had a really quick queue that was like less than a minute, which is weird because it's like 1 AM EU time and I'm queuing for EU. Very weird. We've got an Amani, we've got a Maeve, a Term, and also a Pip. Term just said in the chat that he's going for like full damage reduction and increased healing, which will hopefully work. I'm imagining that the Pip will go for damage. We can easily solo heal as a Seris for the enemy team up against Drogos. Shoutouts to Creepers, he's on the enemy side. We're also up against Talus, a Damba, an Atlas, and a Seris. Sure, let's go for game 1. We'll go ahead and grab the talent and the setup, the one on the left. Here's a little quick look at the weapon. It doesn't seem too much different from Seris's default one. The effects are kind of nice. They're subtle, but the ending kind of touch on them is really, really nice. I have gone against this, so I already kind of know what it looks like when you're being attacked, but from first person, looks pretty good. For talents, we've got Pyromania, we've got Undying, Catburglar, and Catalyst, so she is going for damage there. The Pip, then we're up against Fusillade, Deja Vu, damage Seris with Soul Collector, Spirit's Chosen, so Damba's going for heals, although he's also going for stuns, it seems like. We're on this side. I freaking ran into the wall there. There's a heal for the Term. For some reason, my frame rate is ass. It's like 90 FPS. Okay, it's gone back up to 144 now, but it was like 90 right there at the start for some reason. Just going to keep spamming the right click and trying to get as much heals as possible. There's a right click for the Seris. It even did the effect. Can you just heal there? Okay, thank you, game. I imagine the servers still aren't perfect, as I think they're still a little bit busted on live. Just going to keep right clicking this Term and also kind of passively healing the rest of them, throwing out some little orbs when we get a chance, because that speed buff is honestly really, really nice in the setup. Definitely liking the fact that we still get that increased range, and honestly the extra duration wasn't always very helpful, because all the time I feel like I was linked to somebody longer than I needed to be, so I feel like them increasing the healing rate instead of the duration is kind of an interesting touch for it. So far we're doing pretty good. We've already got the Cap, which is making a push. There's a Q for the Talus. We'll throw another right click onto the Term. He's just kind of absorbing a shit ton of damage so far. He's not even really been low other than like one time. Right click for the Amani. She's actually still up. Thought she was going to die there to the Seris. Let's get one for the Maeve as well. There we go. I think she did just get rid of the Drogos and then died for it. There we go. He's gone. That's Seris going for the ult. I'm going to go ahead and pop my F and just try and get out of there. Seems like the effect on the F is actually really subtle. There's a right click for the Term. He's still up, but not really. I thought he had his ultimate up, but I suppose not. Definitely seems like I'm having weird performance issues, which is strange because all my other videos and matches on the PTS have been fine, but this one's had weird frame rate stuff. It might be because of the skin. I have no idea. Should we go ahead and throw the ult, see if we can get something good with that? The Atlas wall wasn't up, so that's why I tried to use it. We did get a bunch of damage there, but his wall did block a lot of stuff from the team. I was able to kind of fire under it. There's a right click for him. Nice. I can kind of notice the 10% increase, although it definitely is a little bit more subtle than the extra duration. There's another Q for 7 of them. We're making pretty easy work of this push. There's a huge group here. I'm just going to avoid the Seris. I did have some stacks on the Atlas, so our escape was pretty quick. There's a right click for the Term. Seris is behind, so the team not realize. I should probably call it, but ahead and drop the enemy behind us, because I guess the team didn't realize that Seris was just kind of chilling back here. She's used her escape already, so she should be gone. There's a right click for the Term. The right click for the Term. He's getting punched by the Talus. I think he might have been going for me, and then the Term kind of blocked it. I don't know. Just getting some more heals out there. So right click for the Amani. Definitely having weird lag and stuff, because sometimes the heal doesn't connect there. So right click for him again, but we really should have had this one in the bag. I'm going to go ahead and throw an ult again to kind of pull them over there. There's a Q. Okay, it's a really messy team fight. I feel like we should have had this push already. Term is holding it, but freaking Atlas is also doing a good job. That's the Seris going for the ult. I'm going to go ahead and pop the F and again just kind of pull to the side. There's a heal for him. Make sure the overtime doesn't run out. We're probably going to lose this though. He's going for the ult. Amani just melted the Atlas. Drogos just punched the Term. Seris kind of ran in front of me a little bit there. There's a right click for the Amani and also the Pepper. Some more little hits there. There's another right click. This is such a messy team fight. I'm in the F just trying to hold it, but I'm going to have to dip off here because I'm on like no health. There's a heal for Pepper. There is a 1-1. I feel like that team fight should have ended freaking minutes ago, but there we go. That's the end of round 1. I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes or something. I haven't got a death yet, but that went on way too long for no good reason because the team was just watching the spawn door without realizing that people were still kind of behind. On a 15 streak, I'll go ahead and finish off Kronos. It doesn't make a massive amount of sense for Seris. I should definitely note that because the heal is already on a really short cooldown. The right click is literally on like a 1-second cooldown, but I did it more for the Q and the F because I feel like I want those up a little bit more often, as you can kind of see from the connection symbol and also my ping. Servers are definitely still a little bit balked because I'm on 170 something now there. So right click for him, I got banished. I'm just gonna spam my F because Seris is here on left. Just completely avoid that fight because I really don't want to deal with that interaction because she's actually going for damage. I'm not. So I'm just trying my best to focus on heals. The Seris is still kind of going after me. My frame rate keeps dipping down to like 80. I don't know if that's got something to do with the lag or not, but right now the servers are balked and my frame rate's kind of screwed as well. It's not feeling too good to play. That is Seris going for the ult. She only pulled the term in that. That's Amani. Amani went for the ult here on the side. I'm just going to make sure the Seris doesn't kill her for free, so we'll go ahead and clear her. Nice, kept the Amani alive. I think she did cancel out of it anyway. Right click for the terminal, so the other two who are just here. I imagine we've got this one as well, right? That should be the 2-1. Overtime? Why is it overtime? There's nobody here. Why did it just trigger overtime? Anyway, we've got the objective captured. Don't really understand why it triggered overtime, but whatever. We're doing a decent job so far. Still haven't got a single death, which is kind of strange because I've not been playing very carefully. Just kind of been sitting at the back throwing out right clicks. Even that 1-second cooldown sometimes feels like it's a little bit too long because the goddamn Hi-Rez they've got does body me kind of hard. Literally only have to have 1 stack on somebody to get the speed buff, which just makes it way harder for us to get hit. There's another right click for the turn. I'm going to throw the ult. I don't think that's going to pull anybody. Well, I guess we got the Seris. Oh, there we go. Okay, we killed her. Cool. If I didn't get her, that would have been a waste, but at least we got somebody out. Going to just go ahead and pop the F. I thought Talos was maybe going for me there, but I actually don't know who he was going on. Was he going for me and did I counter it? I don't know. Maybe he missed it or did I counter him? I don't know, but there goes the Damber. Thank you for the free kill. It was a little bit too late to keep the Pepper alive, but there's one on the Amani. We'll throw another one on her here. There's a Q for the Atlas. That's the rewind. I'm still on like full health. It doesn't matter. So is the Amani. More little orbs for him. Seems like Amani's going to be able to get away. Atlas is chasing. I'm going to hope she doesn't get hit. I think she did just get peppered a little bit because she got Hi-Rez on her, but she's still fine. Just going to hope we don't get stuck in the exact same spot here again because last time we weren't able to push it through. The Jogos is kind of firing at the Amani. I can't heal her for anywhere near enough to keep her alive. I'm going to pop the F and just run away from the Seris. I'm definitely still dead here unless for some reason they don't chase me. Okay, cool. Hello. Can you please right click him? There we go. Kind of surprised he didn't chase me there to get rid of me because I was literally 1 shot away from death. Jogos is up here on no health. I guess we can get out of our F. I was expecting him to try and kill me, but I guess he was really low. There's a right click on the term. That's the Talos going for the ult. So I must have dodged it last time because he just went for me again. Am I dead here? I'm going to be able to pop the F. 55 goddamn health. Thank you, Pepper, for the heal. I should not be alive. Right click for the Pepper. Also kind of healed the term a little bit. Let's push back in. I do have the ult up. There's a right click for the 2 of them. Let's go ahead and throw the ult just right in front of the Atlas thing. Just going to try and avoid the Seris. Pop the Q for the heal. I think our F is going to come back up before she can kill me. Yeah, oh, fine. Just trying to be kind of careful of the Seris. There's a right click for the term. Hello, Amani. I'll heal you because you don't have any Hi-Rez on you. Term's going for the ult. We're still holding the overtime. This is like the exact same thing that happened in the first round, but hopefully we can push it through. This time, Jogos went for the ult. He got rid of the Pepper, but term's still up, so I imagine we've got it. All we have to do is get rid of the Atlas and we should be sorted. There's a right click for him. I really shouldn't be focusing on damage here. I heal for way more. There's another right click. That Seris is still up on like 2 health. Are you kidding me? Just kind of wiggling over onto left. Going to pop the F and then juke through. That is Seris going for the ult. There's a right click to try and keep him. Push successful. How the hell did we manage to wiggle that? I have no idea, but well done, team. There's a Q. I think I did actually get that damage off. We're on a 24 streak. I still haven't died. I don't know how we managed to get that push. I don't know how I haven't died yet. I've been very, very lucky so far. And of course, since I haven't died, we had like 1500 credits. Went ahead and finished off our Nimble. I feel like I should go for blast shields, but at the same time, my ult's been really decent so far, so maybe I should get morale boost. Pip said kill creepers. Amani said being taken care of by Frosty. Yes, well, I've been trying my best to do a decent job. We'll go ahead and get rid of blast shields, and I don't know if I want to get anything else. I'm going to just save my credits for now because I don't know if I want to get morale boost or kill to heal because they don't have like a crazy amount of Hi-Rez, so I thought maybe kill to heal would make sense. I did just die to the Atlas because I pushed it on 900 health, thought I would live, but I think he managed to get the shot kind of directly on me fully charged, so I am a goner. That's my first death. Feel like it was kind of worth it though because we did kind of get rid of 3 of them there. So far though, like I was trying to say, the match does feel pretty crappy to play, mainly just because the frame rate's kind of all over the place and so is the server performance, kind of awkward to play at the moment. There is an ult. Is that going to get us a pull or 2? Yes, it is. There nearly goes the Talos. He's still gone. I think he was just trying to ult the Amani, but I don't know if you can actually even ult her when she's in her thing. That's just going for the ult. I'm just going to get some hits on him. He's really low. I'll call enemies on left so they maybe go and pay a bit of attention to him. This banish lasts forever. There is the F. Thought I was dead there to the Jogos, but whatever. That is Amani just kind of gliding on nothing. She's popping the right click. There goes the Jogos. There's a right click for her again. Sadly, Maeve did just die in front of me because I was a little bit too late with the heal. It's looking pretty good though. Just throwing out more heals for the term, trying to keep a stack on somebody though so I keep the extra speed. There's another right click for him. They're not really paying too much attention to him. I think that is because he's not really dealing much damage. They're just kind of ignoring him. Never mind, Jogos just punched him. Maeve finished off the Jogos. That Talos is really low. He's out. Nice. I'm going to try and pop the F. I'm trying to cancel my heal here, but that didn't work. He nearly rewound me. Honestly, again, I don't know how the hell I'm alive. We're healing from being out of combat. combat. I'm just going to keep throwing out right clicks onto the term. He got pulled by the Seris. He just jumped out of my goddamn view. Did just think about popping the F and running in, but there would have been really no point. The entire team was miles off. There's a Q for 500. Should I go ahead and throw out the right click because Atlas's rewinds down? Yeah, sure, we should be able to get rid of the Damber as well, I imagine. They're both really low. Nice, he did just try and go for the ult. Hello, Seris. There is a stack or two for you. There's a right click for the Pepper. It's really hard to play with the frame rate jumping all over the place. Plus the 200 ping, it doesn't feel all that good. Term got pushed miles away to the side. He's going for the ult. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. There's some hits for her, and there's the F, so we can go all the way over to left. There's a heal for the Imani and also the Pepper a little bit. She is still gone though. There's some shots into the Atlas. He's out. Okay, well done, Imani. Thank you for the help there. That is Drogo's blasting me a little bit. There is the F. I was really late to react to that, but what I was trying to say before I kind of cut myself off is I haven't really been talking that much about the skin so far. I really like it. It's very similar to the IO one where it's subtle, but overall I think it is very well done. I know in the last couple of patches I was rating skins and stuff. If I did have to give these guys a number, I'd probably give them both like an 8. I'm going to pop the F, get out of the F early to right click these guys. Drogo's is kind of going on the side. Hello, Seris. Didn't even realize you were here. There's a kill on her. Let's keep the Imani alive. Never mind, she is gone. There's a Q for the Atlas. Get a heal on the Pepper. Heal for the Term as well. I think I'm going to have a ridiculous amount of heals. I've been throwing out so many goddamn right clicks this match. It does only last for a second and a half, so it definitely feels like I'm throwing out more than when you usually go for mortal reach. But obviously we've increased the rate by 10% and also the radius of the spread for it, so it feels like I'm doing way more. But there's the defense. Went ahead and got more blast shields. The team's doing the same sort of thing, although we do also have people getting Haven. Went ahead and got morale boost. Kill to heal would have been a decent choice if I'd have gotten it earlier, but they have so much cauterized now that I don't think it makes sense. That is Drogo's going for the ult, I imagine, straight onto the Term. Okay, there is the F. I've got the bonus speed, so I should be able to get miles away here, although thank you, Pepper, for the heal. There's a right click for the two of them. Literally 15 a tick because of the cauterize. Jesus Christ, we got battered there. Maeve's just kind of healing up in the backline from being out of combat. There's a right click for the Term. Let's go along the side. There's another right click from. Should I go ahead and throw the ult? Yeah, sure, why not? That should get us 2 of them right, or 3 of them, kind of. There is a Q. Okay, we got rid of the Drogos, we got rid of the Atlas or Talus, whatever, and also the Damber. There goes the Atlas as well, so I'm pretty sure that's a win for the team fight. The friggin' Seris is just emoting over there because I think she realized she was kind of a goner. I don't know if she just didn't have her escape up, but I don't know. There's a right click for everybody. Honestly, the extra 30% on the spread feels really, really noticeable, way more than I thought it would, mainly because the heal isn't massive, the one that actually spreads, but so far it felt pretty good. That's Atlas going for the ult. Imani kind of going for a really MVP clutch play there, actually, with her ult to stop her from being banished. That's something I've never even seen anybody do before. Looks like we've nearly got the 4-2 here. There's a heal for the Imani to try and keep her up. Also spread obviously on other people. There's another right click for the Term. Drogo's was somehow managing to keep it, but he is gone. There's another big heal, and that's the 4-2. Well deserved, I think. I think overall we played quite well there. Although, like I said, that was honestly quite a messy match. The frame rate was all over the place. The ping was all over the place. I feel like I was a little bit all over the place, although I did play quite far back for most of that match. Even Creeper said just there, I played with lag, but Jesus. And then somebody asked him if he's streaming. He said, no, not today. But yeah, I think that was a kind of global lag there for everybody in that match. It felt just really messy, although I definitely say I did a good job there. 6-1-32, 250 seconds on the point. Term had 440, which is even more ridiculous. I had also 71k damage, which is surprisingly decent there when you look at the rest of them. Then obviously on top of that, we had 150k heals, which is pretty massive. Do have to give tons of props to the Term because he had tons of damage reduction. He had 25% increase below 50% on top of freaking Rejuvenate 3. He didn't do all that much damage, but he was obviously very, very focused on tanking and just being annoying to get rid of there. But he did get kind of, you know, ignored a little bit by the enemy team. You like the Seris change, Frosty? We were playing NA. I think we might have been. I actually don't know. Played on NA before with less like connection problems than that, so I'm honestly not sure. But shouts once again to Creepers and also Red Kill 65. They also apparently had a Talus DC there quite early on, which I didn't even notice, to be honest, because I was playing as a support there, but he went 221 to 23, so I definitely would believe that he was disconnected there. I barely even paid attention to the Talus. Going through the rest of them top to bottom though, Imani shredded 29 to 10, 153k. Props to her. She made some really good plays there. Pip did decent, definitely could have done a little bit better, but didn't do badly. Maeve also shredded 27 to 10, 100k. Props to her. For their side, Seris did decent. She actually was the person giving me the most trouble. Drogo's definitely did the best on their side though, 20 to 17, 135k. Then the Damber did pretty good, 100k. Heals and Atlas did pretty decent as well. He did try and play the point, but overall we were definitely more put together there as a team. Even though that was quite a long game 1, we'll go ahead and jump into a game 2. Switched up the skin to the inverted one. So far my thoughts on this change are that it actually feels surprisingly decent. The extra spread is really, really nice. Don't know if I could say that 30% is the best level to have it at. I think most people are probably going to rock it like level 3 or 4, but overall having the card at 6% makes it feel way, way more noticeable, and I actually like the change to mortal reach as well. Definitely makes Seris feel a little bit more active, and that 10% increase, the longer that match went on there, the more I was kind of picking up on it. But then again, I don't play like a crazy amount of Seris myself. Those of you guys that have actually tried this on the PTS, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Alright, well for match 2 we got Siege Frog Isle. I don't think it would be a PTS video without this map popping up apparently. Shoutouts to XSTBE and possibly also Carsey and maybe Mr. James, I don't know. But for the team we got a Dredge, we've got an Imani, a Grok and an Atlas. Shoutouts also to Yasuki, so that's nearly the entire team there. It's kind of mad. Then for their side we're up against the Genos, another Seris, another Grok and a Nara and a Maeve. There's also a couple people there who I played with recently. I'm pretty sure played with that Grok and the Seris and the Inara before, possibly also the Genos and maybe even the Maeve. I don't know. I feel like whenever I play the PTS, I recognize more names. Went ahead and grabbed the exact same thing we went for in game 1. Worked really, really well. I think I like this skin a little bit more because now you can see the kind of cosmic effect on her hands. I'm kind of surprised this wasn't the default one because I think this one overall looks a little bit better. The ball of wood kind of in the middle looks a little bit funny, but other than that, I think I like the actual skin for this one a little bit more. Not so much the weapon, but we'll go ahead and start off with Chronos and Nimble again for talents. We've got Skull, we've got Spritz, Domain, Temporal Divide, Splitting Ice. Temporal Divide should be quite strong here up against Luminary, Rogue's Gambit, Mother's Grace, Soul Collector, and Maelstrom. So they're both going for damage other than the Genos. Meanwhile, we're both going for heals. Do a bit of a jump and a heal. That's, I guess, something I can do with Seris. There's no point me kind of chilling out in the open. There's another heal for him. He went for a bit of a flank. There's a heal through to the Atlas because I can kind of dodge the Seris with this much speed. There's another right click for two of them. There's no point me pushing up to the side where they can all see me. I might as well just chill here and kind of avoid some of the Grok damage and stuff. There is another right click. I just hope I don't get flanked anytime soon. There is another one. I'm just going to do this play over and over again because it's worked like 5 times in a row. May finally came around to try and flank us, but Dredge covered my ass. There's a right click for the 3 of them. That extra range increase definitely coming through clutch. There's another one, but it's a little bit too slow. Server's still acting up because this match feels really janky to play. We'll throw out some little orbs. There's another right click. He's still up. He popped the rewind. There is another one. There were some orbs. I just stacked like 8 of them. Seris went for the ult. There's a Q. There's another right click. The Genos went for the ult, but he was a little bit too slow and everybody actually lived there. Throw a right click on the Grok to keep him up. The Maeve surprisingly isn't really flanking me. She's flanking everybody else, but she's not really paying any attention to me. Maybe because she knows I can just pop my F and get away. Right click for the Atlas and also the Dredge. I'm kind of surprised these guys are still up. We'll throw our ult and maybe do something with it. That's just going to be like a 2-man pull. Dredge did stack some stuff there though, so that is a double. Nice. That is Seris kind of on me. Going to pop the F and pull back. Cancel it early to right click. Grok went for the ult. We'll chuck him a heal as he's kind of flying around. That did kind of win us the team fight, to be honest. Heal for the Dredge. I think Maeve just fell off the map. I'm not sure. It hasn't come up in the kill feed because I don't think anybody touched her, but yeah, she's definitely dead. I'm going to go ahead and pop the F to try and hold this overtime. Not overtime, but just hold the objective. There's a right click for the Atlas. Even if I die, I guess it's kind of worth me trying to hold it. I don't know. There is a Q for a bit of a heal. Right click for him. I had to do that twice. It's enemy Grok going for the ult. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the nil 2. There's no way we're holding this. Seems like Atlas and Amani both went for the ult there right at the end. There is the nil 2. Defense failed. We're not really able to hold the point at all so far. Grok just said in the chat that all of them besides Genos are in a party and tryharding, so I'm assuming that those are the people I played with the other day, but I could be wrong with that. Can't actually say for sure if they are partying or not, but there are definitely some people there who I did play with in a game, I think a day or 2 ago. I don't know. We'll throw a right click on to the Atlas. She went for the ult, but the Atlas will actually kind of blocked that pretty heavily there. We are all still up. Should I go ahead and throw the ult? Yeah, sure. I might just pull the Genos, but at least we get one of them. Yeah, there we go. Kind of unnecessary. I thought I might have been able to pull the Inara as well. I guess we technically got a double, so maybe that still counts. Seems like we're able to hold the point for at least a little bit. We got it to about 60%. There's a heal for him. There's a Q for like 700 damage. There's a right click for him again. There we go. We got the objective capture. There's a heal throw. We also got some stacks. There's 3 on the Maeve. She's actually gone. Nice. That is Seris and Genos both going for a combo ult. Okay, I don't feel like I even really had time to react to that one. Definitely didn't pick up on that because of the fact that I'm not used to the new Seris ult sound effect, because I really wasn't sure what that was until I already got pulled. Definitely a bit of a shame, but it does kind of prove a little bit that they're probably partied because of that combo there. They obviously could have done that without being partied, but it seems like Grok and Inara just did the same thing again. I don't know. The Genos is kind of chasing me a little bit here. There's some stacks for him. There's a Q. Okay, I don't really know what's going on here. I'm alive. Grok just said tryharding in PTS XD. Definitely something that's kind of weird. I don't know if they are for sure partied or not, but it definitely seems like it. Going to go ahead and pop the F to make sure that I live here. I don't have a speed buff though, so I'm slow as hell. There's a right click for the Grok to keep him up. Seems like we're kind of going back and forth here, dealing damage and then fully healing up. No one's really making any progress here. Should I go ahead and throw the ult? We'll throw it there. I don't know if that's going to do anything for me, but okay, we got the Maeve. We also got somebody else, I think, but there we go. She's gone. Grok did go for the ult a little bit later to try and combo with me. Make sure the Dredge is still up. She's definitely gone here. Nice. Atlas rewinder there for some reason. Don't know. There's a right click for him and also the Dredge. I'm getting kind of ticked here by the Grok. She went for the ult. Just make sure I don't get hit by the orbs for free. Went into the F to heal for a little bit out of combat. There's a right click for him again. That was a rewind for him, which is actually pretty clutch, although nobody's on the point, so we're probably not going to get the overtime. There we go. Push failed. Nobody was on the point, so we didn't even get the overtime. There's a Q in the slow mode for a bit of extra damage. Probably going to be a 1-4 here, I'd imagine. Dredge just asked how much is the Seris ulted. Atlas said she had some morale boost and also the ult charge card, so she is genning it a kind of ridiculous amount. Seris is definitely a character that gens it pretty quickly though. I'm on like 170 health. Thank you for the heal. We can get out of our F kind of early to put it on cooldown a bit faster. There's another right click for him. Maeve's kind of jumping around to the top. He's gone. Do have the F back up, so I'm going to go straight back into that. It does show him where he's zapping me. That's bullshit. Okay, I did just use my Q. Didn't activate, but I'm honestly kind of surprised I lived there. I don't know why his ultimate shows him where I am though. That's kind of a serious bug. Guess we'll just leave him chilling at the back. That's fine. Don't need to pay too much attention to him. There's a right click for a bunch of them. I don't even know where I'm being hit from, but I'm trying to juke stuff. There's a right click. I am nearly gone. There's the F. I'm somehow still up here. I'm just standing on the point kind of awkwardly. Don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I'm gone. I just tried to hold it to maybe delay the freaking 1-4, but it's going to be a loss. And there we go. There is the defeat. 1-4. We didn't even have a chance to get back on there. I feel like it's a well-deserved win for them because they did play very much like a team there. I think think a couple of them were definitely partied because I played with them in groups before. Overall, I'd assume that it's a bit of an unfair match. I can't say for sure. Don't feel like I did too badly though. 100k heals, can't complain about that. 339, 30k, not the best stat ever, but definitely not a bad one. As for the stats, we'll go through them quickly top to bottom. Atlas did decent, Dredge did decent, Amani struggled a little bit there. The Grok did fine though. Don't think we had too bad of a team. I think they were just synergizing a little bit better. Maeve did struggle a little bit. Anara did, I guess, fine. She did sit on the point a ton. Seris did a ton of damage there. Definitely did the best. The Grok did pretty good, and the Genos did fine. But anyway, there we go. That was the new Seris skin with her new, I would say, buffs. I don't know if you would call the talent technically a buff, but you can definitely say Soulforged has been buffed because it is now 50% better than it was. I don't think I can say for sure if it will end up being like a popular card in loadouts, mainly because she does have so many good card choices. Overall, Seris is a really solid character at the moment, but I can safely say the talent feels pretty solid. I feel like it could even do with maybe being a little bit better because the 1 second I think still felt a little bit stronger than the 10% increase, so maybe it should be 15%, or maybe they should add like half a second to its duration, because I'd say the 1 second it had before was a little bit too long, but the 10% doesn't really feel like it makes up for that 1 second that you're no longer getting. That's just my opinion, but thank you for watching. Of course, leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you all very, very soon, and as always, stay frost there.